Hi guys, it's Felicia, also known as Miss Allergic to Everything. I know you haven't seen me in a little bit. Last time I talked to you, I shared that I was getting ready to do allergy testing. The last time I had allergy testing done was 10 years ago, and that's when I found out I had oral allergy syndrome and a nut allergy and etc, etc, etc. It's been kind of a crazy few months, but I'm finally done with all my testing, I believe. I don't know if many of you know, but in October, I think it was October, it's all kind of mushing together at this point, I started to have this really intense pain in my upper left quadrant. I talked to my doctor about it, and he sent me to a digestive specialist where I did an MRI, I did an endoscopy, a colonoscopy, and she also did a blood allergy test panel, which I talked about in a previous vlog. And that's where I found out that I had tested positive for corn, wheat, soy, shrimp, sesame seeds, and a few other things that I had no idea about. At that time, it was suggested that I go to an allergist, and I went to one of the best in the area. A couple weeks ago, we started my testing. They first tested me for food allergies. They tested me for 72, and I tested positive, I think, for over 30. Not including my fresh fruits and fresh veggies. No fresh fruits and fresh veggies, oral allergy syndrome. But there were some things on this list that were completely new for me, again, that I had no idea I was allergic to. Egg white, sesame seed, walnut, soybean, barley, rye, string beans. Actually, my allergist told me that I need to stay away from all beans, like green beans, string beans, everything. Grapefruit, coconut. Coconut's been something that I've always have assumed I was allergic to, but wasn't exactly sure. And it ended up being something I was highly allergic to, and I had this massive welt on my arm from. Carrot, corn, peas, celery, spinach, sweet potato, squash, onion, yeast, potato, navy beans, garlic. I like garlic. Salmon, cherry, cantaloupe, cottonseed, almond, peanut, all the other nuts, mustard, watermelon, cucumber, etc. When I got that tested, I thought, oh my gosh, okay. Again, more stuff, had no idea. Egg white, like that's going to be so difficult to take out of things. Again, when I mentioned garlic gets me like kind of choked up because I'm like, I'm Italian and Spanish, like we use a lot of garlic. That's how you ward off the vampires, so now I gotta take it out. Absolutely insane. This week we started my environmental allergy test. They tested me for 51 environmental allergies, and I tested positive to 45. 9 of these were off the charts, meaning I'm severely allergic to them. My allergist, after this was done, I went and talked to him, and he was without words. He basically kept reiterating how rare what I have is, how insane this was, how he's never seen anything like this before in all of his years being an allergist. And from what I've been told, he's one of the best around my area. He also told me that I am in the 1% of my population, meaning that 1% of the people on this earth have what I have. So it is, again, very rare. I am allergic. When we look at this list, I'm allergic to every kind of tree. Every single tree. I'm allergic to all wheats, all grasses. The only things that I did not test positive for, and again are only 6 things off this list, 6. The only things that I tested negative to were longleaf pine, mouse, penicillium, my negative control, which I don't know, do you really count that? And a couple different names for things I don't know, which I think are molds. And first time they tested me for dog, I tested negative but she did it again and there was a minor flare-up. So she said that I probably have a dog allergy, but it's so insignificant and small that it's probably okay. I don't really notice it. The fruits and veggies, you know, I talked about my oral allergy syndrome. Oral allergy syndrome is when you have cross-reactivity. So there are certain fruits and vegetables that grow on certain kinds of trees, grasses, and weeds. You have birch trees have apple, peach, cherry, apricot, fennel, potato, hazelnut, almond, walnut, and carrot. Grasses, tomato, melon, watermelon, green pepper, mugwort, celery, carrot, parsley, and spices, ragweed, watermelon, melon, and the gourd family. So when you're allergic to those things, it means that you cannot have these fruits and veggies when they're cooked. When they're fresh. You have to have them cooked or processed in some way. Basically, where they're really sad. They are mushy. I think of broccoli and I just think of a really sad tree. So I can still have those things like that. Again, I almost started crying when all this was happening because I thought, when I started this blog, I jokingly called myself Miss Allergic to Everything because I've always kind of felt that way. But then talking to my allergist and him kind of confirming that, yeah, you're allergic to everything and it's rare and it's insane, and I don't really have words, really kind of hit me really hard. We don't know where we're going at this point with what's going on with me. I've been advised, you know, to do some of the basic things. Take Zyrtec in the morning and at night before bed. Only take my showers at night. Do saline solution rinses in the shower every night. Avoid everything that I can. I did start taking allergy shots. I just did my first one. I'm not sure how I feel about allergy shots yet. I know that they're not entirely too expensive. It's usually the administration costs that are expensive, and I'm a little concerned regarding how many allergies I have, what we're going to do, but I want to read more into allergy shots because I have heard some things saying that they're not necessarily good for you. So I'd be curious. If any of you have been taking allergy shots, I want to know, how do you like them? Did they work for you? Are they working for you? If they didn't, or you had some kind of an insane reaction, I would love to hear that as well. My concern has been, what happens when they start giving me more? Am I really going to blow up? Just from that one shot that they gave me, I did blow up a little bit at the office and they put something on me. And I definitely felt a lot more congested later that night and kept thinking, is this because of what just happened? I'm not sure. All in all, I think everything that I found out just leaves me with more questions. You know, I've been talking about wanting to tackle some topics, but I haven't really been able to dive in yet because I wanted to know where my allergy stood 10 years after my last testing and see what my current condition is. I don't know if you can tell right now, I am kind of congested. I woke up this morning in a coughing fit, not feeling good at all. You can probably tell because I don't think I look very good just today. But I'm learning quite quickly as I've been eliminating things from my diet that if they're even introduced back into my system in even small amounts, I'm having some intense reactions, which makes me very nervous. I do want to make 2019 my bitch, as I said before, so that takes all of us. So I want to know, what do you want to hear? What do you want to see? And while we go at it, I'll try to put in some of my own stories and what I'm going through. And try to keep my language at a minimum. Which I've been doing pretty good so far, I'm not going to lie. This is incredible. But there will be a day when I'm probably aggravated or hangry, and it's not going to work. So I hope everyone has been doing great. I'm sorry it took a couple weeks to get the next vlog out, but I think that I'm finally ready to keep going forward. So I hope I'll see you again soon. Take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Bye.